freedom fighters, Kira here, and today I'm going to be rating some of our favorite PragerU correspondents, as well as just other people that are kind of in the same vein as PragerU. Let's get into it.
Contemporary art is meaningless and involves the scatological, meaning urine and feces. Yes, urine and feces.
All right, first up, we gotta do him. The man, the legend, Dennis Prager. Obviously S tier. There's no doubt about that. Dennis Prager is honestly godly in the amount of knowledge he holds. He's the best male role model I've ever had in my life. Like, even before my dad died in that tragic air balloon skydiving accident, I've called Dennis Prager dad more, especially when I'm talking to myself. Like, I always talk to him as, like, dad, because I really respect him and I value his opinions.
Ni hao, friends. This is Will Witt with PragerU. Today we are at UCLA talking to college students about my costume for Halloween and wondering what they think about cultural appropriation. Let's do it.
I have listed Will Witt as an A tier. He's not quite as godly as Dennis, but he always makes such insightful and well-thought points. You know, he's never, like, biased or anything like that, and he always sticks to his guns and owns the libs.
We're on the front lines of what's happening on our college campuses across the country, and I can tell you that when you wear a Make America Great Again hat, unfortunately, there's a price with it.
So I actually don't know a lot about Charlie Kirk, I'm not gonna lie, but what I do know is that he is a pro-gamer and conservative pundit, so I'm listing him at a C tier because I really do respect how he understands that the most oppressed people in America are conservatives and gamers. Freedom fighters, I think this was the hardest one for me to rank because honestly, there's not a lot out there about Snoopy. I am concerned that he might be complicit in Otto, Dennis Prager's other dog's current takeover of PragerU. For those of you who don't know, quick rundown. Otto, Dennis Prager's other dog, has taken over PragerU. He has also taken over Alex Jones. He is actually Alex Jones. Alex Jones is actually like a robot suit that Otto the dog controls. But moving back to Snoopy, I really don't know how complicit he is in Otto's scheme, so I decided to not put him on an F tier, but an E tier, because at the very least, he should be doing more to try and stop Otto.
Because I wear a journalist hat, punditry hat, satire hat, just reading news, just being a news reader. I do that as well.
This entry was a lot easier for me to judge. The current Alex Jones, who is Otto in a mech suit, is 100% an F tier. I'm not sure if Alex Jones was ever a real person before, like, the whole Otto incident. So, like, pre-Otto Alex Jones probably would be honestly S tier or A tier. But right now, he is a dog in a robot suit, and he is attempting to liberalize PragerU and get rid of Merry Christmas and all of that. So he is 100% F tier.
If Hitler just wanted to make Germany great and have things run well, okay, fine. The problem is that he had dreams outside of Germany.
I'm really kind of new to Candice Owens, which is why she is at a B instead of like an A or S tier. But I really like watching her own the libs by pointing out that it's not even physically possible for her to be racist, which earned her the B spot.
Makes the absence of a national apology all the more galling. So, in other words, it backs Jonathan K Hart's agenda. There was a national apology for slavery. It was called the Civil War, where 700,000 Americans died.
Another S-tier god has entered the chat in the form of Benny Shapiro, the man. I like how he owns libs with facts and logic, and, like, he never says anything that, is a lie or untrue or not factual. I like how literally all of his beliefs are based on 100% sincere, not at all biased logic, which is what gains him an S spot along DP Dennis Prager.
Missing and murdered Indigenous women movement going on. So what's that have to do with my costume? I can't wear it? There's a lot of missing white people too, but he's dressed up as a white person.
So this rating might be a little controversial, but I'm opening myself up to the controversy. Caitlin Bennett is a D because honestly, I think she's too subtle. I said it. If you really want to impress the libs, roll around in a tank. Don't just, like, have a gun with you. So, yeah, like, I don't feel like she gets her point across because I feel like she's too wrapped up in trying to be, like, politically correct and subtle, which is why she's at a D for me. Sorry, guys.
I just want to wish you a happy holiday season. A happy holiday season. A happy holiday season.
A happy holiday season.
Melissa, or whatever her real name is F tier because she claims to be the CEO of PragerU, despite the fact that Prager is literally in the name. I don't like how she's trying to usurp power for Dennis Prager, which is why she is a complete F tier to me.
Otto's fame has not gone to his head. He's one of the best-known dogs in the world right now.
I know this is the one you've all been waiting for, guys, and I had to create a whole separate tier for him. Otto is in the Z tier because he is trying to take over PragerU. He's threatening Dennis Prager. He's probably threatening Will Witt. He's gotten Happy Holidays to infiltrate them. He's taken over Alex Jones. Honestly, I don't know what could be next. Will he take over Ben Shapiro too? He is a menace to society, and he is part of the deep state and the liberal agenda to take us down. So Otto is Z tier. Peace out, freedom fighters. Keep fighting. Check out my Stop Otto playlist if you're confused with all this Otto talk I've been throwing around. I'll put it in the description along with my other links. Peace out. No, war out. Destroy Otto. See you next time, freedom fighters.